Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we should look to the war up front. The Cowboys are top 10 in rushing yards, going up against the Redskins front seven that will need to be up to the test.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run with Thompson, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
That was 2nd down, throw for Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Cousins now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Thompson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Cousins now on second down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, Cousins. This is caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Now Cousins. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown Washington. Jordan Reed with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Out left side here to Bryant. Prescott finding his big receiver, Bryant, there for a Cowboy first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Prescott on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
T.J. Logan, the rookie, his first carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third and long for Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right there around the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there. Not enough. And it'll be fourth down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
First down. Here's Cousins. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. On third down, Cousins completes it right side to Dodson. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Second down, Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Cousins to his big target. Reed and the Redskins have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Second down following the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
second down. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They run with Logan. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there. Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
From the red zone now, Prescott complete to Amaro on the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jace Amaro, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. Cousins to his tight end, Davis. Good for a Washington first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Cousins from the gun on third. He's got Thompson here, complete. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now here come the Cowboys. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now the former Redskin 1,000-yard man. This is Alfred Morris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's caught by Butler over the middle. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Anderson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On the carry, it's Logan. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Here's Prescott. Got a man complete. It's the tight end tomorrow. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Prescott down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will knot us up at 10. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Cousins now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Cousins from his end zone on 3rd down. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Taking it about the 36. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up.
Terrence Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Cousins now. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. Well, this is brought in by Pryor. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 in picking up the first. Throwing is Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. It's hauled in by Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got it. The tight end, Amaro. And the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Prescott now on 2nd down. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. First down, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Prescott. Now he'll escape to his left, finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott, 31 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Bailey now to kick this one away. look at Washington as they come onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 30 yards there. On 1st and 10, McCoy. Now he'll escape to his right. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 1st down, McCoy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McCoy. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, McCoy. Crowder's got it over the middle. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's McCoy. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. To throw on 2nd down, McCoy. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Here we go. Boom, landing. Detroit. Here we go now. 3-19.
They run it here with Thompson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Shipped together here from the D-line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCoy. Now he's flushed out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go now.
From the gun on third down, McCoy. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He's got it, and it's 24-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down throw for Prescott. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A second down throw for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Prescott on first down. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This is Logan. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They run again with Logan. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. Playing the slant pattern here complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. And Charles...